Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set up. Looks like kick is going. Twitter is going. YouTube thumbnail up to date. Twitch appears to be going. Rumble is not starting just yet. Start in a moment. Meantime, let me double check my other computer. Some odd reason it seems like Rumble is having more and more trouble lately getting live. By the way, I think I have everything set on up. We'll just have to keep an eye on the Rumble stream, see if it actually boots up. It says my Rumble stream is fine at the moment. Since I did run out of replays, I went ahead and downloaded a whole bunch from the tournament, in which I grabbed also like the largest replay files, hoping these are decent ones. Right now the replays, I just don't have a whole lot of them. Either way, let's go and get started. Looks like it's a little bit... No. Much better. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 3 replay. So on the south side is the Red Dutch. We have Mini Malt 21. On the north side as British forces, we have Optimus. I date my double cousin. I don't even want to know. John Davis. That's also probably a randomly generated name, but they're not exactly the right skin. It looks like he will kill off all these local doggos and steal all the quills they have accumulated by being pricked in the face probably multiple times. Red does also find some llamas. Looks like there's number of llamas on this map. It'll cause quite a bit of drama. On the center of the map, we've got the Quachu settlement, which can give you access to the Hum Inca, Arfa Plume Spirit, so Plume Spearman, and Quacha Bolus Warrior, which it sounds like a Bolus Warrior, which is a grenade type, hurls Bolus for a wide area effect. Over here we do have the Mapuche, which can give you access to the Mapuche Ironwood Clubman. Sounds like could be a halberdier variant rather than a spearman variant. And we got the Muchbaz Bolus Rider, a cavalry that inflicts whose Bolus hurl Bolus to slow down enemies and inflict the area damage. Good against cavalry. We do have a deck selected by the British forces. We got Land 1, which involves villagers, pound militia, pioneers, villagers, woodwood coin, longbowmen, musketeers, Scots guards, team grenadiers guards, cavalry hit points, spice trade, villagers, wood coin, longbowmen, yeomen, musketeers, Coldstream guard, hussars, cavalry combat, falconets, factory. The Dutch has a deck called British, so it sounds like an anti-British deck, which involves merchants, military reforms, Bank of Amsterdam, woodwood coin, pikemen, infantry attack, team infantry hit points, hussars, bank wagon, advanced arsenal, religious freeland, food wood, halberdiers, skirmishers, infantry combat, hussars, routier, cavalry combat, a large more amount of routier, heavy cannon, factory. Yeah, let's go ahead and give himself a tamed wolf. Buck the wolf. Tamed wolf. I butchered that joke I was trying to make. The Dutch right now is going for Logistican, and the British player is going for the governor. He's also putting down the wolf. You monster. He's a good boy. Stop shooting him. And it looks like he's going to be killing off these wolves to get their potatoes. You monster. They're going to save that food for the winter. If this place can even get a winter. And stormy days so happen. Buck will go ahead and spot the wolves. Doesn't want to play with them at the moment. Right now, Red's Explorer has taken some hits. Buck is coming forward. Or not coming forward anymore. Red's going to be falling on back. We do have this settlement also spotted. Gang Saw. The British player maybe eyeing for some mana boom. I see 12 villagers onto wood. He got 17 villagers at the moment. The Dutch right now is eyeing for a mix of food, wood, and coin. Only one villager on food at the moment. And maybe not eyeing for mass banks, but we do have a bank being put on the field. Oh yeah. I always forget that the Dutch spend coin on their villagers rather than food. Oh, also got a 1 free halberdier along with that military wagon.
Commando?
Military wagon will be deploying a bear on the map. He's supposed to going to be aggressive, seeing his opponent is eyeing for a manor boom.
Yeah.
Halberdier will get some good damage there on the villager. Villagers who have 150 health, 20 melee resist. Halberdiers who have 200 health, 20% melee resist.
Commando?
I take time to start torching down that manor. We got more halberdiers now being pulled out by the Dutch. More merchants and the bank wagon now being pulled on out. Bring a shimmer of wood. You will need a bit more wood. Or not wood. Food and coin for halberdiers. Now it's going to be eyeing to torch that down. We do still have one more 147 food worth of drama. Now I've got 5 halberdiers. The British player could go for longbowmen, anti-heavy infantry. Of course, we do have seal traps, wood being brought in as well. It does have an outpost here. This man will quickly go on down. First player will need to respond to this. Halberdiers do pose a big threat to structures. And we do have that manor going on down. It looks like he's eyeing for a barracks. He is collecting quite a bit of wood from the shipment. Going for 2 barracks. Needs to get a big round of longbowmen. His opponent's going for more halberdiers, bringing a shipment of hussars. Hussars will be good versus the longbowmen. And we've got a very fine coat being researched by the British. Envoy and halberdiers. Got 8 halberdiers here. Stray llama you can capture. You get a bit more drama with these llamas. And it looks like he's taking time to collect up the llamas. They're not fully fattened, but he looks like they do provide a good amount of food. Another round of halberdiers. So was that 13 halberdiers in the field?
Yeah.
Yep. We now got 10 longbowmen before the field, as well as a shipment of villagers. Those hussars are going to be very useful with those longbowmen. Halberdiers are a good melee infantry unit. If they connect, they can get some good damage. 28 damage is very good. They're one of the few melee specialists in the game. Looks like this wolf is mingling with the weird llama variants. The Guanaco. Blue's Explorer will get spotted by the Hussars. Now he knows he needs to go for something else. We got a round of skirmishers deployed in the field as well. The Explorer does go down. He could eye for some natives as well if he so chooses. No, plus 10 infantry speeds wouldn't be half bad for halberdiers, which tend to be a slow melee unit. got a good number of musketeers on the front to aid the longbowmen. Longbowmen do have good damage and range. The multipliers against heavy infantry is actually not all too great, but they do have 22 range, which is quite significant. Spice trade now being researched. Another mana goes on down.
Yes.
Longbowmen push way forward. Got a good number of hussars, musketeers in the back. Skirmishers will be effective versus the musketeers. Skirmishers do engage. Hussars need to push the way forward. Musketeers need to start engaging. Halberdiers are going to be charging. Not really much else they can do. Hussars getting some good damage on the longbowman. He's not pushing forward as musketeers to engage the hussars. So all those longbowmen going down along his own backline. Skirmishers do get some good work. Halberdiers have been wounded, but they're alive. Somewhat.
Ready?
Got another round of musketeers now being blown on field. More hussars being queued up by the Dutch. More fisherman coin now. And blue's just getting overran. He still has a number of halberdiers for siege purposes. Skirmishers don't have good siege damage. Now bringing some halberdiers as well. Going around them will be very useful for siege. Thus, the musketeers are being pursued. He's going to fall back with his forces. Doesn't really have enough to really focus down the outpost. And he has to be careful about his opponent's reinforcements. Got a shimmer coin on the field. And now do have religious freedom, some church improvements. So this may be very useful. He's getting a lot of coins stored up. One of his church improvements involves coin. More halberdiers being pulled on the field, as well as some more hussars. Hussars won't be too particularly effective. It's going to go for mass musketeers.
Ready.
Coin has been all collected up there, and we'll be getting them on to wood next. Maybe on the age up, he has no villagers on gold. That's all passive income from the banks. Blackguard mines not been researched. Probably not really necessary at the moment, since he has no gold miners. He could probably forgo placard mines.
Commando?
He spent his coin on something. I think he bought a bunch of resources. I'm not sure where his coin went. He does have a mark on the field. Local doggo engaging. The dog does get gunned down as ATF wanted.
Yeah.
Another shipment's available for the Dutch. And going for infantry attack would be very useful. I have no idea what that is. But something got researched. Pioneers have been chipped on in. Skirmishers do get a good volley there on the villager. Getting some good damage there, falling back now. And looks like he's tasked some of his villagers forward. We'll see, he doesn't. That may be a mistake. Probably not a good idea to task your villagers forward. Right now, the British plays 107 population. Dutch only 89.
Commando?
33 villagers versus 44. Got a number of hussars moving forward. Halberdiers can engage. Hussars versus hussars is neutral. And he's bringing all of his villagers forward. This may be an all-in by the British. Starting to push away forward. Halberdiers love to be in melee combat. Does take out some of these hussars. Some of these halberdiers have been bled off. Halberdiers needs to hit something, not be pursuing. They don't have fast enough movement speed there, and Halberdiers versus Musketeers, Halberdiers will win. Both have melee resist, but Halberdiers' damage is just straight up greater. Villagers here being a bit of a meat shield. The Dutch is eyeing for another round of Halberdiers. They will get gunned down quite quickly. They're not in a good position. He does need to get another barracks back here. And those Halberdiers have been brought on back. He can actually perhaps peel off a couple to flank his opponent. He does still have some villagers back there, but a good number of them are being used as a meat shield.
Ja, commando.
There's a round of militia. Those hussars are going to pose a problem. The militia needs to focus on those hussars. Does consider the town center there? No, he does have a shipment of pikemen being brought on in, as well as some hussars. I'll have to make do with a stable since he doesn't have access to his barracks anymore. No, the barracks actually still alive. More hussars being brought on in. Pikemen haven't shipped on in, gains good damage. Halberdiers and pikemen focus on those hussars. Skirmishers taking out the remaining villagers. More musketeers not being shown forward. Pikemen not going to be too great for musketeers. Got a pair of hussars now pulling the field. Dutch villager has been pulled them out. Pikemen still trying to pursue these forces. We got another round of halberdiers there. Hussars have taken massive damage. The halberdiers need to start hitting those musketeers. Looks like the explorer went down. Yeah, these hussars or halberdiers just need to hit his bones pike or musketeers. We do have these halberdiers now trying to find some of the lone British villagers. Very good. Got these villagers a bit exposed. More musketeers not being brought on in. Hussars getting some good damage here, or the halberdiers. These halberdiers not properly engaging. They could have stabbed a bunch of them. So that's the barracks here. He needs to go for around skirmishers, not hussars. Hussars do cost a little bit more food as well, and he's lacking food. He has plenty of coin. Dutch right now has 32 villagers. The British player has 27. And most of these villagers will be going on down. Dutch is still doing fine economy. The Dutch is going for the team infantry hit points. Hussars trying to engage these villagers. Does take out one. One hussars do go down. Skirmishers in melee, that's not great. Halberdiers, there's 10 halberdiers. There's currently 17 musketeers, so the halberdiers can't really engage that. We do now have another barracks being pulled on the field. 27 villagers versus 26. So the Dutch does have a better economy at the moment. And some of these lone villagers over here got spotted as well.
Commando?
Got 15 hussar or halberdiers. If they can connect, they can do some good work. The problem is connecting.
Yeah?
Another round of skirmishers being put on the field, but this one is going to get overran. You may want to cancel this order.
Yeah?
skirmishers push my forward. He does get that group of skirmishers back on out. Very nice. Hussar halberdiers and hussars push forward. Do have army of 27 versus army of 39. Those hussars getting annihilated. Halberdiers slowly being whittled down. Another round of skirmishers. More longbowmen being put on the field. Hussars are very wounded. More musketeers being put on the field. Going for another round of hussars. Takes out all the hussars there. Skirmishers have to maintain their distance. The explorer could draw some fire. Does draw some fire there. Perfect for the skirmishers. Another round of halberdiers right in the melee range of all these units. They can get some great work done. Single hussar pushing forward. Got these halberdiers coming down from the north. Hussar still causing some issues there. Does get gunned down by the town center.
Commando.
Notice that this barracks does go down. Another round of halberdiers being pulled out by the Dutch. Blue's explorer does go down.
Yeah.
British player does have more village moment. Now got the Dutch going for military forms, increasing halberdier speed, but they get less damage versus infantry.
Ik voel me nu wat sterk. Ik kan me niet bewegen.
Dutch villagers starting to get gunned down there, or those just skirmishers. More Dutch skirmishers over here. They're starting to get gunned down. Halberdiers just moving around. The Dutch is almost out of shipments he can bring in this age. Van's arsenal will be too late for it. He just needs now. He can no longer really get anything out in the field. Going for bank camp seems pointless. He doesn't have resources to put a bank on the field. It's not his coins the issues. The other, just maintaining a standing army. He does have the church improvements, which could pop out something, but what it is, I'm not sure. The British player has almost all the shipments this age as well. Hussar does go down to the halberdiers. Skirmishers do get a good volley there. Halberdiers engaging hussars in melee. Hussars engaging hussars, but they're outnumbered. Skirmishers getting good damage. More musketeers and hussars coming out for the British player. More halberdiers for the Dutch. Skirmishers trying to dance around away from the hussars. Over here we do have Hussar getting bashed in the head by the villagers. Hussar's now falling back. Looks like Red has stabilized. He has 24 villagers versus opponent's 36. Granted, he does have a good number of banks. Dutch villagers over here are a little bit. Oh, looks like a manor there, which will go down. That's not a shrine, that's a manor. Got quite a bit of villagers over here. Clicking the less of the wildlife. More skirmishers are here. Hobbiters do find a good engagement there onto the British villagers. Does take some of them out. And perhaps try to be hitting some of these hussars now. One hussar does go down. More musketeers here, and knock out the hussars pursuing the hussars. Now I got cavalry hit points being brought in by the Brits. That is literally his last shipment in Age 2. He can go for town militia, but that's not really needed. British place on 33 villagers. His opponent's at 27, going for more. He's not going for more. Going for more halberdiers.
Commando?
And now he's going for the Pink Out Amsterdam. And that is literally his last shipment as well. Halberdiers will find an opportunity to engage these villagers. The Dutch is eyeing for collecting up this gold deposit. We do have a good number of skirmishers here to engage the musketeers. Halberdiers down there will go down. Hussars trying to find opportunity to engage Red's villagers. He does have adequate amount of defense. Now I got more skirmishers out being floated up by the Dutch. Villagers being brought forward as well. Dutch villagers are starting to engage. Hussars charging their way forward, trying to get some damage on both the skirmishers and the one's villagers. We do have Red's forces starting to go down quickly. Both sides have villagers mixed on in. More skirmishers on board on in. Red's explorer does go down. Blues is quite wounded. And there goes that hussar. Got one more hussars pushed way forward. Getting some damage. Got these halberdiers. Quickly going to take out that hussar. And probably works explorer. More musketeers being picked on off. Halberdiers not being picked on off. Both sides are just slugging out each other. The Dutch is down to 18 villagers. The Brits have 33, so Dutch has lost quite a bit of villagers. Is not the British player is not building more. The Dutch is. More skirmishers now being blown in the field. And almost all the wildlife on the map have been cleaned on up. Usually that's something happens during castle or industrial, not in colonial. Blue's eyeing for some walls here. Red's villagers trying to run away. Blue may have spotted them. Coin being collected up here. Oh, it looks like Blue does potentially spot them. Now there's a good number of villagers going to be trapped here thanks to these walls. Halberdiers charging way forward. The wall's actually not built yet. And quickly breaks open that walls there. Halberdiers charging the way forward. May save some villagers yet. Dutch at 18 villagers, not building any more at the moment. British player is building more villagers as well as some hussars. And I think blue backed out of the game. He says GG, but that was way too early. He's still, looks like maybe he's concerned about the lack of food. There's still some food up here, but he had more villagers. Of course, you can't really see that. Banks are good. I don't know, that may be too early for blue to cast GG. Either way, this Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That is way too sensitive. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another H-Bars 3 replay. Spawn on top right side as a Cyan British, we have Julian K. Spawn on bottom left side as the Red Ottomans, we have Urzad. Probably butcher that. Izad. When it comes to natives map, there are in fact no natives, just trading posts. We got Sultan Izad. It's definitely a custom name.
Yes.
And over here we got Sir Cunningham, which I believe is a randomly generated name. So blue will get out an early trade post. Do we see a deck selected? No, we do not. And still we do not. Local doggo's been gunned down. He'll be stealing his Hamrak trees. Want to steal their sticks, you monster. The Autumn Explorer, maybe eyeing for another trade post. He has 250 wood. And now do have capitalism now being researched. He will need to eye some wood relatively soon in order to get another house, or a house. This should give the Autumn player plenty of experience. And this deck is called, we got Villagers, Capitalism, Villagers, Wood Coin, Janissaries, Sebeki, Frontier Defenses, Palace of Intrigue, Wood Coin, Janissaries, Endurance School, Sipahi, Obus Guns, Falconets, Tupicular, Port, Moss Construction, 2 Town Centers, Sipahis, Obus Guns, Great Bombards, Factory. His opponent has a deck called 1v1. We've got Villagers, Exotic Hardwoods, Villagers, Wood Coin, Longbowmen, Musketeers, Scots Guards, Team Grenadiers Guards, Cavalry Hit Points, Glorious Revolution, Villagers, Coin, Longbowmen, Yeomen, Musketeers, Coldstream Guards, Hussars, Cavalry Combat, Falconets, Refrigeration, Infinite Rockets, Heavy Cannon, or Factory. This is somebody else's game, yes. Looks like who will get it first? This will be the Autumn player, and blue just shoot him for it. Or Cyan. They're both blue, technically. Yep. So yeah, I basically get these replays from either from a Discord I'm part of, or from a website. We hear quite a bit of wood being collected up, probably the British. Got 14 villagers of wood. He's definitely going to eye for a bit of a mana boom. Which the Ottoman's villagers' production rate is, of course, a little bit slow, but yet free. He's going over the Naturalists, naturally. Has 2 shipments available. Hasn't gone for the ×3 villagers. Yeah, maybe I'd put some Janissaries in order to put some aggression to his opponent. He does go for coin and wood, actually. Looks like he'll be stealing, killing off the wolf and stealing his skunk pelts.
Hazır.
Quite a bit of experience treasures on the map, isn't there? Yeah, quite a bit of experience. Only a couple of them remain. Blues explorers going around. Of course, got an outpost here, hunting doggos, hussars, and more villagers, of course. Wood shipment still being built. Guys, another villager.
Evet.
And now do have the Exile Prince now being deployed on out, which I believe is a fast age up for him, because look how fast it's aging up. The British player is still going for more wood. He's very far from aging up. I know he had around a Hussars in the field. There they are, 4 Hussars pushing way forward. We have 1 shimmer available. He may be saving up for some Sampahi, I'm guessing. Maybe not. Janissaries wouldn't be half bad versus these Hussars. We now have the moss going on up. And looks like that market does get destroyed. Does get inside his town center, receiving a bit of fire. It's going for the fort. Okay, I was not expecting the fort. Villagers getting hit. Or villager. The lady does get sliced apart. 1 Hussar does get gunned down.
Hemşire.
Explorers now engaging each other. Of course, the Ottoman player does have a bit more health and damage for being Castle Age. Not Castle Age, Fortress Age. And he still also is retaining both of these trade posters, so he's gaining some good experience. Explorer now taking some fire. And the market has been paused once again. Fort wagon almost is on the field. And there is the fort. Yavar Kalasi. Nailed it. German coin now being brought on in. We've got more Hussars here, hunting doggos. He's going for his own gold shipment. He's still age 2, as well as placard mines.
Ready.
And now you have the polar bear not being picked on off. You could try eyes for some Azaps. Azaps are a good unit versus cavalry. They are a heavy infantry unit that replaces sort of the pikemen.
Come on, Nibet.
130 experience there, because I'm pretty close to another shipment. More coin being brought on in, and there is the fort. Trying to play out nothing. He may be eyeing for fast industrial. Hussars push before. They will find the fort. The fort will do 150 damage per shot. So 3 shot to the Hussars. The attack speed is not bad. Does need to get the village inside the town center. And now he is going for the Palace Intrigue. Aging up cost 2,000 food, 1,000 with 200 coin. Does find the Explorer once again, gain a nice little experience. Though he does find his opponent's Explorer. Does go ahead and dodge damage there by getting inside town center last moment. And the rest of these Hussars are falling back. Now I have age 3 for the British player. He can allow, the bishop will allow him to move diagonally a little bit better, and his opponent's base is diagonal from him. Walls do not get completed or even started. Going for a round of pikemen there. He's probably concerned about Sipahi. Now I do have age 4 here, the Grand Vizier. Good idea for the Hussars to start raiding these trade posts. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. Now got a line of walls being floated out. Now it's going for the millet system. He may be eyeing for his ×2 town centers. I have no idea what he's going to plan. The log flume still being researched. He has one shipment available, is not currently utilizing it. Got a number of pikemen here. Pikemen do offer good siege damage. That's probably one reason why he got them. Shipment of longbowmen being deployed on out, not shipment. And of course, got the covered wagon there from the Exile Prince, or the Bishop, I should say. Explorer does go down there, and there is a round of Sipahi. It does bring in immediately the mosque construction. Sipahi, guard Sipahi should be very effective. Right now they have nearly 1,000 health, 45 damage, 3 AoE. They even pose a threat to those pikemen, even though pikemen technically their counter. These guys are just very durable. You now have a proxy town center being pulled on out by Cyan. You may want to not do that. Now we do see the Kupuli core. Let's see. Gives them a handful of Sipahi. We should upgrade these Sipahi as well. So now they have a bit of melee resist. That's about it. Maybe they're faster, but the damage is the same. They have now 10% melee resistance. Nothing too significant, honestly. But of course, let's get a good number of them on the field. So now he has 8 Sipahi. He's also overpopped. He does have quite a bit of wood. He may New Order infantry. Looks like he's trying to get. British pirates signed from villagers. A number of dragoons. Maybe improve the siege damage. They do have 36. Not sure what they were beforehand. There's the New Order infantry. May give him a round of Janissaries, I believe. Oh, another Nazim Fusilier. Which actually their icon's a little bit different than the last time I remember. Does get 20 out of 20 of them. Does get some good damage on the Dragoons. They do have decent damage. They do have a bit of good siege damage as well. And good melee. They are, of course, good heavy infantry. I don't know why. I thought it was Nazim these guard Nazim Fusiliers. I thought they had higher damage. Maybe they were nerfed in the patch. Either we got 2 cover wagons up in front of the field. He does, which will give him not only some more villager queues, but also more housing. Pikemen still taking out these outposts. You can take time to torch down the town center. All these guys have good torch damage. Does not torch down the town center. Now the British players are aiming for H4, going for the Tycoon, which I believe will give him like 1,000 coin upon age up. Bit of rebate. He's not built his extra town centers just yet. Looks like they're both heading to the center of the map. Sipahi trying to find the way towards the British villagers. We'll get some great damage there. Get some damage there. The Fusiliers should be able to keep these dragoons at bay while Sipahi destroys everything. There's his chests of coin. And now we do have Rogers Rangers now being pulled up by the British player, which are upgraded longbowmen. We have guns. Oh, looks like they may pull it out here. Nope. Maybe they just applied an upgrade.
Yes.
Oh, there they are. Sipahi getting hit by the dragoons. None of them are quite wounded. Fusiliers trying to engage these dragoons. Now we do now have Queen's Rangers now being pulled on out. One does have, of course, a good number of villager queues now. Queen's Rangers does give them a good number of Rangers. Sipahi should be very effective versus them, but they're going to be very effective versus the Fusiliers. Fusiliers actually have 20 range. That's actually longer range than the Rangers. And they are heavy infantry, and these are light infantry. Got more... Oh, there's his cannons. You may want to make sure they pop out over here, but they can annihilate the Rangers. There they are. Great bombards. They don't get a volley off. They have 5 AoE, 500 damage. They will rip apart those Rangers, no problem. They don't even one-shot the Dragoons and with a direct hit. Now you can make short work of this town center. It's probably going to take out that villager. Going for more Nazim Fusiliers. Over here we do have less like villagers getting hit by the Hussar. And there goes the town center. Right now, the Ottoman player does have 31 villagers. He's now bringing Shima Sipahi. And his opponent right now has 55. Does have a factory on the field.
Hazır. Evet. Emrin?
Culverins to get a good volley there on one of the great bombards.
Hazır.
These Fusiliers taking some damage from the Rangers. Trying to push with the great bombards. Great bombards do take a volley there. And those lose another great bombard there. Overriding everything with the Sipahi. When the Nazim Fusiliers pushing forward, lost last of the great bombards. I don't think they managed to fire a single shot on the Rangers. Sipahi now overrunning the Rogers Rangers. Got some Dragoons on the flank. If the Dragoon stays too stacked up, even they get annihilated by the Sipahi. Fusiliers probably just need to start just shooting anything they can get in a range with. He has to focus on the Sipahi. One Sipahi now remains. More Fusiliers not being deployed on out. Now bringing a shipment of great bombards. He could, after this, he will need to go for some factories for some more great bombards.
Emrin?
Rangers not much way forward. You have another factory deploying field going for more Rogers Rangers and going for steam powered. As well, amalgamation. Increased villager, whatever, how we pronounce that. Does get his explorer here. And bring in the militia as well. Starting to get some damage on in. Great bombards trying to push way forward. No more culverins are on the field. Oh, and replay's no good. Oh, darn. My game crash? Yes, it did. Oh, while I was reloading, I do need to use restroom. I'll be right back. Moose. Oh, shame that replay wasn't good. It was over a pretty good replay. And that replay's no good as well. One of these are, some of these are from the previous patch. Let's see, two. That's when I, excuse me, when I downloaded, so I can't tell the date. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another H-Powers 3 replay. Small on bottom left side as the Cyan Ottoman, we have Julian K. Small on top right side as the Blue Portuguese, we have Izad. We do have over here the Jesuit missionaries, however over here it is the Sufi Mosque to get you the Kuzbalash. There's also a number of wildlife here, bison, which are a cow variant. And the Ottoman player goes for a fast dock. Not common to see Ottoman players go for a fast trading post, but in this case, it's going straight for the fishies. This could give him a bit of a nice little eco boom. Either way, do we see a deck selected? No. Over here? No deck yet either. More of the wildlife being claimed. And the trading post was detected. Looks like we'll be taking out these lizards and we'll be stealing their mustard seeds for 90 food. And there goes the lizard. Looks like we'll be taking out these kitty cats and be stealing their treasure of live oak. Oh, and we do have decks selected there of which does give them access to Federitas, Town Militia, Schooners, Whale Oil, Economic Theory, Wood Coin, Crossbows, Gunpowder Infantry Attack, Advanced Arsenal, Rendering Plant, Improved Warships, Wood Coin, Halberdiers, Constable, Cazadors, Dragoons, Dragoon Combat, Organ Guns, Frigate, Gunpowder Infantry Combat, Heavy Cannon, Factory, and Robber Barons. Let's see, Science buoys down here, Blues buoys up here. So both of them have, let's see, he's gone for 4 food deck. We got 1v1, 3, which does include some fishing cards I can see, or sea cards. Got villagers, economic theory, Yorks, wood, coin, Azaps, delis, Sebeki, galleys, good exploring, fishing, transport, so that's caravel variant. Improved warships, wood coin, Azaps, endurance school, Sapahi, novice guns, falconets, Opiclear, galleys, higher Egyptian Mamluks, great bombards, factory, and factory. So more naval cards for the Portuguese player. Science going to go ahead and eye for a proxy dock. Blue will spot this. Let's see, schooners make these fishing boats cheaper, making them cost 50. Whale oil allows your fishing boats to gather from whales significantly faster, plus 30% whale oil rate. So 30% increase faster coin collection. Economically does affect fishing boats as well. Let's see, rendering plant. Boats gather from fish 30% faster, whales 25% faster. So we've got quite a bit of whale cards. So, and there's 3 whales up north. So he can get up to 12 fishing boats on coin. The water buffalo could still be claimed. Portuguese player has gone for a trade post, so has the Ottoman. We got fishing posts for the Ottoman player. No fishing boats yet for the Portuguese. Of course, got a secondary town center. He's got Federitas, so each town center provides a good amount of resources. Oops, wrong button. Blues Explorer will spot the barracks, and there is a number of janissaries being employed in the field. But based on its positioning, it may be just meant for a defensive force. Just seeing that Portuguese have a good number of towns, it's a bit hard to go through. And of course, does have town militia there, so his town centers can get plus 50% damage. There was a villager up here, right? He may have pulled that one back. The other player has more villagers right now, going for the millet system. Gonna take time to torch down the trading post. Very nice. Water bison there. Wishing he was in the water, like his name intended. And now we do have age 3 the Exile Prince being selected for the Portuguese. Explorers have been engaging each other, and the town center does get a shot there, a couple good shots. There goes Science Explorer. The Ottoman player still has a bit of time or a bit of resources needed to age up. There goes the trading post. And now we've got Age 3, the Exile Prince. Very original.
See?
Covered wagon makes its way down south. And I'm fishing boats for the Ottoman player. That's one reason why he has a much higher civilian count than the Portuguese at the moment, even though he does have 2 town centers. Chinook Dragoons. These apps would be more than plenty against that. You'd be beating up these orangutans to steal their gum tree. Got a number of delis in the field. These apps should be effective for those dragoons. They are a pikeman variant with a range attack. They do have farther, and of course, another bad replay. Let's just give one more try. Today I'm just really sapped out. I'm tired, and so far, too many replays have just not been good. Just failed. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another H-Bars 3 replay. Spawn on top left side as the Blue Dutch, we have Kaiser Klein. Spawn on bottom right side as the Cyan British, we have Julian K. There are some wildlife here to claim. Got a bunch of llama, but they're in pairs, so there must be a bit of drama going on. No deck selected just yet, and no deck selected either. We got Earl May and Sir Cunningham. I hear a good number of livestock being claimed, I think by Blue. If he finds enough, it may warrant a livestock pen. Cyan will claim this pair. So it looks like Cyan has so far found 4. Let's see how many his opponent has claimed. He too has found 4. And looks like there's no more llamas on the map. He would go ahead and quickly kill off that cat and steal his coin. Also, a swamp pupper will go down. He'll steal his food.
Klaar.
I'm probably should talk about the natives map. Got the K-Chula settlement, which can give access to the K-Chula Humanka, a spearman variant, and Kwe-Chu Bolas warrior. Looks like a grenadier variant. Manchupi settlement, give you access to the Ironwood Clubman and the Bolas Rider. And is that still the same? Yep, still Manchupi. Only a handful of treasures remain on the map.
Commando?
And now we do have Age Up, the Quartermaster. This one is going for the Governor. That dart guy will be blown away at point blank range. The other one is a melee combat, which does a lot less damage. 30 range damage as opposed to 5 times 2. And Pucha, I think. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce any of them. And let's see. And the minus 10 cost of units, one map in standard has them right now. Let's see. Reduce coin cost minus 10. I think that sounds familiar. I think some other ones have that as well. Can't remember. And of course, can get you a 100 coin crate every 2 minutes past game. It does cost 450, so you need to get it past 10 minutes. The Vaza for minus 5%. Ah, that's what I was thinking. Most of the British players eyeing for a bit of wood. And for the Dutch, he is going to eye for some wood. Outpost being sent to the center of the map by Cyan. Blue does not have a outpost. Not sure where this outpost is going. Oh, there it is. So I got interrupted by these discount ostriches, the Rhea. And now do have a bank wagon being shipped on in. This point right now is going for a round of hussars as well as some hunting doggos. That house looks slightly crooked. Or maybe I'm just going crazy.
Yes.
5 hussars now on the field, or 4 I should say. Bank wagon's on the way up here. Looks like there's another swamp pupper's going down, and he will steal his indigo.
Klaar.
3 hussars push forward. 1 does split off to hunt down the envoy. Hussars making an advance. Does not get the bank wagon there. Bank will probably not be torched down. Villagers will get inside the town center. You could try perhaps slicing up the llamas. Nope, you can't. I don't see an attack order button on there like the house.
Yes.
Gonna be hitting some of these villagers there, splitting his fire. Also gonna try to use their butt stocks. Getting some good damage there. All the villagers do go inside right there. He does not have the very fine coat there. The 2 explorers now duking it out for the swamp puppers 80 food of crawdads. Sign looks like we'll win out. Or for more villagers, do now got the seal traps for the Brits. Barracks now going on up, and got the hussars up here as well. Blue or sign, somebody aggravated those alligators. It does barely save his explorer. And we'll get 80 food. Science hussars push my forward, we'll over pick off Blue's hussar, no problem.
Kan me niet bewegen. Ja.
5 hussars there versus 7, but some of the signs a little bit wounded, but still should be superior to Blue's hussars. Torches, try to torch on the market, just get some damage. German longbowman being pulled on in, as well as some more hussars. Blue is just eyeing for merchants. At this point in time, the amount of hussars has been seeing, maybe some pikemen or halberdiers wouldn't be half bad. Longbowmen have been shipped on in, and more hussars being brought in as well. He does have, of course, a barracks right here. Great longbowman there. Great coat now being researched. And hunting doggos. Exile prince now being researched by the Dutch. We give him fast age up. Routier, maybe an order on the field, or skirmishers probably against the longbowmen. Trying to push way forward. Manor does not get built, or the house, I should say. Try and build a house there. 1 villager does get hit. 1 villager does go down. Here's the age up. Now he has a good number of hussars. Going for hussars, a fight against longbowmen's good. He does have, however, a fighting good, so a good number of hussars. Does lose a villager there. Villagers trying to get inside town center. 1 or 2 of those villagers may get intercepted. Yep, 1 does go down. British players going for more longbowmen, bringing a shipment of villagers and more hussars. Villagers get inside the town center. Shipment of hussars not being pulled out by the Dutch. Actually, Swiss pikeman seems pretty good to me, but you need a bit of coin for that.
Ja.
Hussars push way forward. And now I do have the veteran hussar research going for some routier. Red and Hussars will give him quite a bit of quality right now. Extra health, extra damage. Right now he does have 14 versus 17 Hussars, 13 Longbowmen. Now shipments available for the Brits. Going for the cavalry combat. Plus 50% hit points will not really make his Hussars match on 1v1 versus opponent's Hussars, but still will help out. Here's some Routier.
Can you thank that ye ransomed me?
Looks like the British player brought back his Explorer. Another round of pikemen. Skirmishers as well. Bring a shipment of Routier. That is 9 more Routier. And that is quite a bit of army right there. It should be enough to force his opponent out, but he is constantly reinforcing. He has now 44 units. Hussars pushing forward. Skirmish as well. Need to start focusing down the Longbowmen. Routier needs to start hitting those. Oh, we got a number of pikemen there, so using a skirmish to take those guys out is important. Militia being brought on out as well. Good damage on the pikemen. They're getting whittled down. Skirmishers need to focus them down. Hussars engaging Hussars. Looks like the last of the pikemen just went down there. Skirmishers. Oh, got more pikemen being pulled on out. Engaging some Hussars now. Blues Hussars or Science Hussars still alive. Blues are all down. Got some militia there. More blue Hussars spawning out. Science sort of fall back there. Blue needs to pass another round of Hussars. Bring a shipment of skirmishers and blowing out some more Hussars. And losing more villagers. Right now he only has 3 banks of field, which is still pretty good. Got a shipment of musketeers, that would be decent. And here's some llamas going down. Their reign of drama has ended.
Yes.
A number of Hussars there. Blue does have, or Cyan does have some idle villagers. More Hussars being blown out by both sides. British plays eyeing for some pikemen. Dutch's score still age 2. Score is in favor of the Brits, however. How many shipments left you can bring on in? Dutch right now getting quite a bit of coins stored up. He may be eyeing for those Swiss pikemen. Though honestly, skirmishers may be a little bit better at the moment. It's hard to say. Going for more Routier and Hussars. Longbowmen do have 16 damage as well as a 0.15 attack speed, so they have much higher DPS than the skirmishers. Though albeit their anti-heavy bonus is a little bit weaker, so they're really not anti-heavy unit with only plus 25% damage versus heavy. They're just overall just good damage dealer.
Klaar.
They do also still retain good range. There's a shipment of pikemen or halberdiers. Halberdiers will be useful, very useful. As beforehand, they do have not great bonus. The longbowmen don't have great bonus for heavy damage, so the halberdiers can be deployed out relatively safely, knowing there's not a direct counter to them, just only some more softer counters. Blues explorers are going down. We'll find. We'll go ahead and explore a bunch of swords, impaling him. Throw for ADM.
Commando.
More Hussars not being put up by the Dutch.
I feel me stronger now. Ready.
I got a big conflict there. Hussars engaging Hussars. Blue's Hussars have 184 health. Science only has 168 health. Routier push way forward. He needs to get those skirmishers focused on those pikemen. So his Hussars do just fine. Looks like Science Hussars going to win out. Though still got a number of Blue's Hussars actually over here. Routier is trying to engage. Most of the pikemen are gone, but still a handful remaining. And Cyan does fall back there. Now the British player is eyeing for the Adventurer. He's going on an adventure. While the Dutch is eyeing for more Hussars, more skirmishers, and of course more villagers. The British player does have 55 villagers at the moment. His opponent. I wasn't really paying attention to the chat. Got a number of Routier now being pulled on out. Looks like his musketeers in various stances. Oh, that one is not in a stance. It's just that he is. Oh no, he is in a stance. He's just all pretty wounded.
Commando?
Blue's now eyeing to a counterattack. Has an army of 39. His opponent does have an army of 43. Hussars charging the way forward, trying to find an opportunity to engage some villagers. There's some very exposed villagers down here. Sign does fall back there. And does not take any villagers there. Pulled back a little bit too quickly. Fortress 8 is now complete. Does get some more Routier and more Hussars and skirmishers on the way. Hussars trying to charge their way forward. Routier push their way forward. Blue's Hussars just need to keep their distance. Blue's just decide to fall back. He may lose a couple Hussars. Skirmishers push way forward. Let's get good volley there on the longbowmen. And now I got the pikemen getting good damage there on those Hussars. Routier needs to start hitting those Hussars. Those Hussars not in good numbers. He needs to keep those Hussars alive so he can engage those longbowmen. Science Hussars now push way forward.
Commando?
And now I do got the cavalry combat being researched for the Dutch. Well, still on, his opponent has researched better than Hussars, but the cavalry combat will give quite a bit of quality. Well, it looks like he may have already gotten that. So both players getting the cavalry combat going. So at this point in time, the British Hussars are going to be higher quality with the extra health. So I got a number of exposed villagers here. I suppose if the outpost nearby, they're not necessarily exposed, but will be cracked open. Sign has a good number of Hussars in this region. And some of these villagers are going on down. All those villagers do go down, starting to fall back now. Very good engagement there by Blue. Blue or Sign does have 52 villagers, one's at 38. And currently 5 banks on the field. Artillery foundry has been built by the Dutch. New Rifles again. And now I got these villagers getting hit there. They have a tit for tat. British players eyeing for some hussars now. Couple of manor houses there. There are some hunts over there. He could try walling off this area so he can get these hunts a little bit more secure. Put a walls here and here. Looks like a couple of militia was sent out there. Hussars engaging the explorer, and the explorer should go down no problem.
I am sorely grieved. I may not steer her. Ready.
Got a pair of falconets there. Longbowmen starting to push their way forward. Going for more longbowmen. They are a veteran, of course. Over here, you do got infantry combat. Blues Explorer will be going down as well. Dutch right now is nearly at pop, getting close to the pop cap. Needs more housing, that's for sure. British player is also close to the pop cap. Has 60 villagers for opponent's 38. Good number of pikemen there against good damage. Looks like they are veteran pikemen as well. Some housing may go down. The British player does need some of this housing. Artillery foundry not going for a culverin. Got 4 falconets there. Blue does, or sign does have 2. It's going for the Dutch sign for infantry cuirass. And same thing for the British player. Up north, got a handful of hussars engaging these villagers. Going to get some good damage here. Signs losing some infrastructure. Does not get out of the culverins. And got some hussars here a little bit idle. British player bringing a shipment of hussars. Going for, nope, going for the longbowmen. Increasing the range by 4. Some of these villagers up here may go down, but do have some root here to help protect them. These villagers do not get spotted there. We need to make sure those villagers do stay alive. For time frame, they could chop some wood. But if they go too far this way, they will get spotted. In fact, if the hussars come down this way, they will get spotted as well. Oh, falconets may spot them. I'm so surprised the falconets didn't spot them. Getting pretty close there. Oh, hussars are moving over there now. And Sign could lose 14 villagers. It's going to be pretty big. It would knock him down to 50. His opponent's at 37. Got a good number of hussars and pikemen here.
Commandment.
Yep, all those villagers can go on down. Now I do have the ranged cavalry cavalcade. Caracold? I don't know how to pronounce any sort of word in this game. If I look at it, Caracol. It's probably something simple if I were somebody to say it to me and I would know what it is. Do now have Swiss pikemen now being pulled in the field. Very nice. Can help him deal with his opponent's hussars.
Commando? Yeah.
All the housing's starting to go on down. Also, those villagers will go down as well. The Dutch Renaissance have 40 villagers. The Brits are at 51. The Dutch may have better economy now thanks to those banks. Longbow will get a good volley there, taking out a couple of root here. Hussars push right forward, but a number of dragoons here. Got a pair of culverins as well. Great engagement there by the Dutch, or by the Brits. The Dutch is trying to get some more of the housing down. He's also going to try to gaslight his opponent. Number of walls going on up. Gonna need to get rid of this outpost. Got a good number of pikemen here as well to engage the Hussars, as well as can do some good damage for the root here. Another round of walls there. Pikeman has opportunity to engage the root here, did not engage the root here. Longbowmen pursue massive volley there. Culverins do take out one of the falconets. Falconets do get a volley there on the Hussars, or the pikemen. Another falconet does go down. Maybe running low on falconets, 2 of them remain. 1 of them remain. And it's also quite wounded. Looks like Science Force have getting caught up on some terrain there. All the falconets do go down. Swiss pikeman gains a good damage here, ripping apart the cavalry. They have good health, good damage, good siege damage. Culverins will get overran. And there goes the culverins there. Last of longbows as well. Dutch eyeing for more Hussars. The British players eyeing for more longbowmen, eyeing for some falconets. Longbowmen will be good for Sarut here. Hussars now turning around to engage. Swiss pikemen do connect onto the Hussars as well. Gonna be annihilating them, no problem. Longbowman trying to get some hits there on the Swiss pikemen. Hussars push way forward. And looks like Cyan does cast GG. This is great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. I have time for one more replay tonight because I'm getting absolutely exhausted. It's been a long day. Yeah, let's just go with this one. My game crash. Game crashed. Again. This day. It's not a good day. Way too. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 3 replays. One on the bottom left side is the blue Ottomans who have Kaiser Klein. On top right side is the green Chinese who have King of Osman. When it comes to native map, we've got the Huron settlement, which can give you some Huron mantlets, a Iroquois mantlet variant, and just Huron. Nothing else. We've got 4 trade posts instead of map. This map is surprisingly dense. I don't know why it seems like it's dense. By the way, both players can for a trade post instead of map, relatively close by each other, so it's going to be a point of contention. Over here, we do, when it comes to Huron Mantlet, we got the increased build limit of Huron Mantlets, so we can get even more of them. Give you 1 mantlet for every 2 minutes of game, so you get more Huron Mantlets. Let's see, each one costs 160, so to make this at least worthwhile, we need at least 5. At least minute 10. And Huron Fish Wedding. Marry a fish. And give you plus 50% collection rate from whales and fish for 150. That's not bad, actually. We got, of course, the Chinese explorers, Wang Lang, trying to bunch the explorer there. Does gun down the disciple. We do have Bosnak Clan Link. I pronounce that. I can't pronounce any name of this game, and I'm a little bit too tired right now for that. Either way, let's see. We do have a deck here. We've got 1v1 NE. We've got villagers, Silk Road, villagers, food, wood, coin. Janissaries, Delis, Sebeki, 2 galleys, wood coin, Janissaries, Endurance School, Sipahi, Abbas guns, Falconets, Duplicular, Frigate, Higher Egyptian Mamelukes, Bombard, Great Bombards, Factory. And his opponent, New England. He's playing Chinese. We got T-Export, Northern Refugees, Boxer Rebellion, Wood Coin, Chuko News, Coin Pikemen, Steppe Riders, Diplomatic Intrigue, War Junks, Coin, Arquebus, Shangdo Swordsman, Territorial Army Combat, Double Face Armor, Meteor Hammers, and Mortars, Intervention, 1 Fuken, a heavy warship that can train units, Iron Manchurian Cavalry Archers, Arquebus, Shangdo Swordsman, Meteor Hammers, and Flying Crows. Hope crows can fly. And we do have the French, which is clearly not England. And the French will give him some food crates. A decent amount of food crates. Looks like 400 food in total. So it's going to be bring his Chi exports in, or his export into straight to crates, quickly get his economy going. We do now have the porcelain tower being field, which allows him to generate resources for free. Upon completion, it will give him... Oh, nothing upon completion, just simply get him trigger. And we do have the quartermaster. He hasn't deployed out his second card just yet. He may be going for more villagers. Oh, it looks like the Chinese player does rescue himself a doggo. We do have Pinto, the doggo, who is claiming a secondary trade post in the center map, which should go quite well with Silk Road if he ever researches it. And it looks like one of the players designed for Stagecoach. It is the Ottoman player. He's bringing wood and coin for shipments. Chinese player is still building the porcelain tower. And based on his cards I can see here, I think he's going for not necessarily an Age 2 play, but probably an Age 3 play. With all the resource cards, with the imports from the French. Look over here. There's actually not a whole lot of fish on the green side of the map, mostly on the blue side of the map. Intel is push away forward, gain some valuable information, and it looks like Blue's gonna be eyeing for another trade post. Got a round of Janissaries there, so we can claim the last of the trade posts. And that could give him enough ready for a trade monopoly victory. Build 4 to 6 trading posts. Could try pushing his opponent with a monopoly. We do now have a diplomatic intrigue being brought on in, which you may use it to leave the French. Going for a very small number of walls there. He's eyeing for something. Dog down, you monster. I suppose the Ottomans are more known for cats, not for dogs. I believe it's, strangely enough, Turkey has a large number of laws protecting their feral cats. So if a cat were to go up and steal, say, a fish from a vendor, you can't do anything about it other than just try to shoot it away. We got now the Confucian Academy now deployed on the field. Confucian Academy does give him some flying crows, which are good at falling. Of course, he's also in relations with the French. Who wants to be allied with the French? Going, bring a shipment of wood. We've got some delis pushing forward of some Janissaries. With this age up, he doesn't have enough resources to bring in a shipment of anything of that sort. And now he's going for the Brits. Delis push way forward. There is quite a bit of walls here. You can perhaps leave the area. Ah, got inside the village. Very nice. He may need to get out of barracks just as soon because he's got some Janissaries. There we go. We do have now the British Expedition Company. Give him 6 redcoats, which is still not enough for all these Janissaries. Of course, accompanying that does give him some arquebusts as well. So an arquebusts are a skirmisher variant. So now he has a decent sized army of 15, including the Explorer. And there's what, 10 Janissaries, which are all falling back. Got a good number of delis, so the redcoats will be good versus them. Arquebusts will have a bit of trouble there. So will the Explorer. Does get some good damage there. And the Ottoman players just bringing food from the trade posts right now. And we're stealing these beavers. Got a market and a war academy now both going on up. Oh, looks like Blue had to pause. Exile Prince not being brought in. He's now going for wood for shipments. We got professional hunters, civil servants, territorial armies, which gives them some Chengdo swordsmen and to arquebusts. Whoops. That does delete that bit of wall. Got a shipment of falconets on people field. His first flying crow is still on the way. You know how the veteran Janissaries research. German coin. Now we do see the Falcon, which is a heavy warship that can train military units. That's a bit interesting right now. 200 coin. Maybe he wants to use it as a forward barracks. May put it over here and start proxying out some. Wait, that's where both the buoys are. Okay. Why are both the buoys right here? I am too tired to think right now. Either way, he does now have a warship in that pond. What is this, Red Alert 3? Now we've got a shipment of a frigate that's going to be right there. I also don't know who wins in a 1v1 fight. The frigate does come for free, doesn't cost any resources, so it makes me believe let's see, 2,500 health versus 2,000 health, so this does have more health. Both have 35% range assist. 40 damage, broadside. Nope, that's 90 damage, range attack. Better broadside by the junk. Of course, got the Falconet now engaging as well, and so the Chinese ship will go down. And Chinese ship does go down there. Got some Janissaries and more delis being put on the field. First Flying Crow's almost complete. Does also get a number of cavalry here. The Discipline Iron Flail and Meteor Hammers. Flying Crow is here. Flying Crow's weaker than a heavy cannon, but sort of more or less fills the same role. British Expeditionary Company, so another round of redcoats. So got a nice mix of heavy cav, light infantry, heavy infantry, and tiny bit of artillery. Does also have a number of melee swordsmen, which should be good versus delis. So the Chinese army is nice and well-rounded. The Discipline Iron Flail does have a bit of AoE damage. It's very much its primary focus, while the Meteor Hammer does have 4 range and good damage. Basically, it's more the Hussar variant. Now I've got the irregulars and sentries deployed on the field, trench rolls and fire from the Falconets, and mortars deployed on the field. They do times 6 damage versus artillery. Flying Crows engaging. One Falconet does go down. The other Falconet is received quite a bit of damage there. Oh, he's missing the Falconet. Falconet does go down. He has actually a good number of hand mortars in the field. 7. Good shipment. Does get a volley there with the Flying Crow. The Flying Crow's range not super great. 23 range. The frigate has 30 range and does do siege damage, so does do full damage versus the Flying Crow. This frigate's going to pose some big problems. You need to get these mortars over there. They do times 14 damage versus ships and have 34 range. Got additional towns that are now being employed by the Autumn player, but the Chinese player does have 34 villagers. This opponent does have 27. Bringing a shipment of Shangdao swordsmen and more territorial armies. Frigate has taken some fire there. Flying Crow does receive a shot. Flying Crow's getting hit by the ship. Flying Crow does go down. And the ship is taking a beating from the mortars. It will go down. He does have a dock here for health regen. And there goes the ship. We got army of 58 versus an army of 40. Chinese player does have more units in the field. More mortars are raining on in. We do now have the War Academy now being employed on out. More Janissaries been employed on Elm Field, just going for shipments of wood from the trade posts. And I've got multiple territorial armies now being employed on the field. Ottomans tend to deploy a large number of heavy infantry. Their AZAPs and Janissaries both. And I think that even the Nazim Fusiliers are all classified as heavy, aren't they? So, arquebuses are going to be very effective against them. Now, do you see the higher Manchurian cavalry archers? We got some Manchurian mercenaries. Some of these villagers getting hit there by the delis. No, they can both go for war junks. I was like, the Chinese players are over Pop Cap. He's now going for the prefecture government. And of course, this replay is also not good. Oh, that is going to be the end of my stream today. I'm just tired, and a large number of replays are just not good. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and get some good rest.